just a quick video to test out the important or foreground NPC generator, which I am just finishing off right now. So what this will do, this will be in the appendix of the rulebook, and this will enable you with a roll of a bunch of dice to get to make a load of NPCs that have relationships with each other, and well, you'll see. Let's just start. Now this isn't going to be a replacement for creating your own, you know, plots and adventures and so on, but hopefully it should help. So first of all, we need to make up 6 NPC names. So I'm going to go to, you can't see the screen I'm looking at. I have got also our Anglo-Saxon name generator. So first of all, we need to roll 1d20. And we get, why am I rolling it there when I've got a dice tray? I'm using a dice tray to store my dice rather than roll my dice. And this way you need to buy 2 dice trays. Right, roll 1d20. It's good, you might be able to hear in the background that the washing machine that's near my office has just gone into total overdrive. So anyway, sorry, we've rolled an 18. So we need to scroll, I'm scrolling through my list of Anglo-Saxon names. So this is a name beginning with a T. We roll another d20 because we've got 20 suggested names. We've got Tilbert. Okay, so I'm gonna write down Tilbert there. And we're going to do 6 of these. So I'll just fast forward through these really quick. So I've got my 6 names. I've got Tilbert, Mirth, Nothelm, Sigeric, Indolf, and Frod. Now, for each NPC, we roll 1d6. So Tilbert is a 3. This NPC has a special piece of knowledge. So I'm going to write down special knowledge. And I need to go to the special knowledge table. So that's just a d6 roll again. 6. Magical, religious, or folkloric knowledge. Magical, religious, folkloric. Okay, so Tilbert, that sort of, I'm starting to imagine a character based on that this is a character who has some special knowledge. He's got the name Tilbert. That sort of sounds like an old man's name to me. So perhaps he's an older man. He might be a scop. He might be some sort of wise person. I'm going to move on to the next character, Mirth. Mirth, do we pronounce it like that? Someone correct me, obviously they always do. We roll 1d6, we get a 4. This NPC owns a special object. Special object. Now built into all of this is the idea that you don't have to stick by the dice rolls you rolled. I'm going to roll 1d6 for each of these characters, and they'll all get a special characteristic. And then I'm going to do it again, and we'll start to see some sort of relationships building. But I'm not constrained by any of this. Right, he's got an heirloom. Or maybe she. Not overly concerned about who's men and who's women. Just now, that's not particularly important. Right, so Nothelm, number 5. This NPC has a special skill. So if you played the Hermit Sanctuary, you'll know in this kind of second act of the adventure where your hero is investigating, usually at a mead hall or a social centre of some description, which we tend to use as our shorthand in the rulebook. We refer to it as a mead hall. In that kind of mead hall phase, the second act, you are investigating, speaking to, trying to help a community, and you will find out about each of the people who live there. And in the Hermit Sanctuary, there's sort of web of characters that have some sort of codependencies and interrelationships. These tables that I'm rolling on now will help you generate that kind of stuff. So anyway, special skill, 1d6. So this, healing, first aid, herbalism. We'll just put down healing because I think that's good shorthand. Right, Sigeric. This NPC, another special object. Let's go number 5. Oh, it's a weapon. Now, you see, this sort of inspirational stuff, Sigeric owning a special weapon. Now, you could go two ways with that. It could just be a feature of their character that they've got, or myths, ancestral object, an heirloom. It could be either of those could be sort of a sword handed down, an ancestral item that might make them the leader of the community. Perhaps it might point in that direction. Or, of course, it could be a weapon that can harm the monster. That might be part of the investigation. So, it's starting to throw up different ideas. Let's see what we get. Indolf. This NPC has a relationship with another NPC. Now, of course, all of these NPCs who live in one place will have relationships with one another, but this is a significant relationship that might affect the story. So for relationships, we roll another d6. This character secretly, roll another d6, secretly likes, and then character F, A, B, C, D, E, F. So Indolf secretly likes Frod. Now, secretly likes. Now, I wonder if there's a reason why Indolf kind of shouldn't really have a secret admiration for Frod. I wonder what that points to. Now, optionally, for each secretly held relationship we've rolled up, we can roll a d6 for all the other characters to see if they know, or perhaps if they have the wrong idea about the secret relationship. I'm not going to do that. I don't think I need that yet, but that might come up as something useful later. Now, I've got a like table as well. I can roll up some more details about why Indolf secretly likes Frod. So let's roll on that. 5. They were helped by the other person. Okay, so Frod helped. Frod helped Indolf. Interesting. And there's a sort of suspicion here that this secretly likes for being helped. Is that across a sort of class boundary, perhaps? Is one of these people nobility or perhaps clergy, and the other person, shouldn't be being friends with them societally? We don't know, but that's some good inspiration there. Right, now we need to roll up. Let's just add in secretly likes Frod. I mean, I've written it on the arrow there, but I don't want to think I haven't rolled something, so I just want a thing underneath each character's name. Right, Frod. Back to the top of this. I need to use my dice tray. What am I doing? 4. This NPC owns a special object. Now, we've got a lot of special objects. I don't want another special object, so I'm just going to re-roll, because you can do that. This NPC has an extra special motivation. Right, okay. Another d6 roll to prove themselves. So that's motivated. Motivated to prove themselves. Themselves. Okay. All right. Nice. Now, I want to do another aspect for each character. Okay, so we're back to Tilbert, and Tilbert also has an extra special motivation. Let's roll what that is. Would like the hero to recover an object. So I'm just going to put would like object recovered. Okay, interesting. Let's go to Mirth. Owns a special object. I wonder if those are related. Which is an heirloom. 4, another special object. 2, this NPC has a secret. So Mirth has a secret. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? Right, this character's committed or had a murder. This character's committed a murder. Secret equals murder. Well, that's suddenly taken a turn for the dark. Right, their attitude towards the secret is, number 1, deep regret. Okay, so they deeply regret the murder. That's interesting. Which could suggest an accident, couldn't it? And I wonder what the other people around them think about that. Okay, and we've got a chart for murder, so we can find out even more details. We're on the murder chart. It was by accident. I've rolled by accident. Murder by accident. Now, actually, curious thing, there isn't in sort of later Anglo-Saxon written laws, there isn't a huge amount of difference drawn between accidental murder and deliberate murder. If you cause someone to die, it's kind of seen as the same in law, and there will be, you know, reparations to be made. Right, okay. Northelm's second feature, number 4. Special object. This dice is rolling 4 all the time. I don't want another special object, so I'm just going to re-roll it. 2. This NPC has a secret. Okay, I'm okay with several people having secrets. Let's see what we get. 6. They have a secret illness. Oh, that's interesting that they're a healer and they have a secret illness. I mean, the idea of the wounded healer is a very sort of folkloric, shamanic kind of thing. They've got a secret illness. Their attitude towards the secret is... oh, they deeply regret it. Okay, so they're probably... I'm instantly seeing someone who is the sort of community's healer, herbalist, and they're deeply saddened that they're on their way out, perhaps. Let's roll some more detail on the secret illness. 6. Oh, that they have nightmares. Okay, their secret illness is nightmares, which is... in sort of Anglo-Saxon medicine is considered an illness, having nightmares. Probably an elf did it. In Anglo-Saxon medicine, you find elves are a very common cause of illnesses. Right, okay, that's an interesting thing. Now, or, okay, nightmares, rather than an elf, the monster, you know, at the heart of the mystery, there is some monster that's plaguing this community. So I'm going to do a little monster, question mark. Nice. That's good. And it's secret as well. So that's something that the hero will have to sort of winkle out of Northelm, or somebody else might know something about it. Okay, Sigeric has a special weapon just now. We were thinking maybe the leader of the community. Let's roll, give them another feature or aspect. Number 2, secret. This is totally a place of secrets, isn't it? Sigeric's secret. 5. They have a secret relationship. Ooh. Secret relationship table. 6. A secret relationship which ended in the death of the other person. Oh, now, Meath accidentally killed someone. Now, something I have noticed in using and testing this random generator, I think it's really good. It's really helped me in making up some stuff. You can end up with too much stuff. You know, depending on how the dice fall, you can end up with a web of incredibly complex relationships. And I don't have any problem at all, and it's written in the text of this. You can just curate this, edit it down however you want. Take from it what is useful. If stuff, I sort of have a feeling this secret relationship stuff is maybe too... I'm trying to talk and write relationship. I think this is too much, but... a secret relationship ended in a death. I might just make Sigeric, the leader, might be a widow or widower. Widow or widower. And then that opens the, maybe the monster slew this person's spouse, which, you know, that's a pretty easy on-the-nose thing. But, yeah, Beowulf, it doesn't matter too much if it's kind of on the nose. It's not, it doesn't have to be super subtle plots here, you know. It is about investigating a monster and then whacking them up, potentially. Depends on your player, too. Right, Indolf. So it secretly likes Frod. I think this definitely, Indolf definitely needs more information on their character. Number 3, this NPC has a special piece of knowledge. Oh, this is interesting. Now, we will assume this special knowledge in the first instance is related to the mystery of the monster and that the hero will want to uncover that. So, a special piece of knowledge, we need to go to the correct table. Okay, it is 3, practical wisdom. Which could make Indolf a sort of crafts person. So I'm going to put crafts, question mark. Now that's interesting because, yeah, Frod helped them, / saved them, maybe. And they could be a valuable member of the community. Indolf could be a valued like a smith, perhaps. And Frod could be related to Sigeric. Frod could be perhaps the son or daughter of Sigeric, motivated to prove themselves. So I'm going to put in son, daughter. You know, the dice aren't giving me this. I'm just sort of sifting through what comes up. Right, last thing. Frod, motivated to prove themselves. Let's give them another roll. 5. Has special skill. Okay. Let's see what that is for Frod. Special skill is... oh, healing. Now, we've already got our healer. And I think I don't want that special skill. I want them to be... I'm going to say Frod is the daughter of Sigeric. She's desperate to prove herself. She's already saved Indolf. Indolf secretly has taken a bit of a shine to Frod. Secret he likes. Now, something in the relationship charts, it's not necessarily a romantic entanglement. It can just be a sort of companionship type friendship thing. Cool. Okay, so we've got a little kind of... we've got this... so Nothelm has nightmares about the monster. And is keeping it secret. We've got a widower or widow who leads the community and has a special object, which is a weapon. So that's a spear or a sword, really, isn't it? I want to say spear because spears are cool. Special spear. We've got Mirth, who accidentally killed someone. Well, did Mirth accidentally kill Sigeric, or thinks they killed Sigeric, but it was the monster? And it was an accident, and they feel terrible about it. Thinks they killed Sigeric's spouse, but it was the monster. Well, that could be a nice thing for... that's quite a satisfying thing for a hero to uncover, that if Mia thinks they killed the wife or husband of Sigeric and they didn't, it was the monster. Now, I wonder if the monster, the whole nightmares thing, is this a monster that affects people's dreams? Did the monster sort of possess Mirth? Maybe. And who we've got? Tilbert has special knowledge, religious, magic, folkloric. So Tilbert knows. Tilbert is like a scribe or a sort of wise person who knows about monsters who enter people's dreams, if we like that, and they want an object recovered. Now that's immediately a side quest for our hero to win the favour of Tilbert. They want an object recovered. I wonder if that object being recovered is related to the special spear. We don't want it to be too, like, all tied in together too, like, you know, it's that everyone's a Skywalker thing. We don't need to do that. Liking object recovered is a nice little get out of the hall, explore the local area, find the thing that Tilbert wants. They've got magic, religious, folkloric knowledge, so it can that's a typical, you know, go and look at the standing stones or go and find some herbs, or, I mean, yeah, fetch quests have their limits. But there's something going on there. That also gives, I would quite like to be something else to do than other than just getting caught up in this who killed who business. It gives us a little bit more. And these two, yeah, I need to figure out how Indolf fits in. So that was a craftsperson. Did Indolf make the spear? Practical wisdom, special piece of knowledge. Or does Indolf know about... So we've got a lot there, haven't we, to work with. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Nice. I think the thing is working. I'm still testing this out just to, you know, obviously it's, when you make up a generator of this sort of complexity, we need to test the heck out of it to make sure it doesn't generate absolute nonsense. But no, that seems pretty cool. So we've got a little cast of 6 characters there and some interactions between them for the hero to uncover. Nice.